everybody. Welcome to a new episode of Spark Podcast. And this is a very, very special episode because we have someone very special in our midst. And we all know it's a season of love. So we're going to be talking about something very special, something very interesting, and something very spectacular. So I want you all to listen attentively as our guest speaker will be here talking about Valentine's Day, surviving the toughest relationship questions. So we'll be throwing questions to him and he'll be giving us answers, what he thinks is the best thing for us to do, people in relationship, for those that are single, and basically just to know more about love generally, what he thinks love is all about, and things he can share with us from the journey of love. So I know that a lot of us can relate to this whole love thing. I mean, a lot of people have, shown love to people who have been in love and stuff like that. So we have a very special person in our midst, like I said earlier. We have Ojo Marvelous. He's a friend. I know him personally and he's a wonderful person. So I just want him to give us a very brief introduction about himself because a lot of people might not know you. People that are new here might not really know you. And some people know you because he's a very popular person. So, not very popular, but like I know he's popular. So, Marvelous, would you like to introduce yourself?
Well, how are you doing? How is everybody?
I'm fine.
Um, Good day, Nigerians. Good day, people watching from all over the world. My name is Ojo Marvelous, as she has said. That's my government name and the name my mama gave me. I go by the name Bella on the popular space, and that's my stage name. I'm a musician, of course, and I speak. So, yeah, I'm a speaker. Let me just put it that way. So, thank you for having me. Thank you, Nigeria.
Oh, you're welcome. The privilege to have you here. And I know a lot of people are seeing a very new face. Don't worry, your father is still around. Cover Jeremiah. I'm just the special host. For some reason, he's not here with us, so I have said he has given me the responsibility. Moving on, going on, we'll be talking about Valentine's Day. Everybody's talking about Valentine is this, Valentine is that. So, what do we really understand about Valentine? What is Valentine? This is a very special episode, like I said earlier, and like a lot of people have survived Valentine's Day. I know the kind of backbone, the kind of pressure that comes along with Valentine, even before the Valentine's Day, before February too, because once February comes, everybody's all about Valentine, everybody's all about receiving gifts from their partner and everything. So tell me, Marvelous, what do you think this whole Valentine is all about? Like, is the pressure necessary? Just tell us what you think about that before we really go into what we have to do.
I would say pressure is not necessary in anything, everything you're doing. Just when you have to do it, do it. And if you don't have the means or chance to do it, don't jump or don't get in a rush, in a frenzy to do it. Valentine's is at least what people say is showing or a day you show love or to your loved ones and a whole lot of other things. Yeah, I do that every day. Every day is Valentine's for me. But for some people that see that day as okay, yeah, this is a day to I think hold it in high esteem. They should do it right, by the way. Not that 2 weeks to the Valentine's Day, you are running, trying to get the man that will give you gifts on that day, trying to, I must lock this guy before Valentine's Day. No, it does not work like that. All those mathematics is not necessary.
Yeah, very, very important. I picked something. Every day should be Valentine's Day. Every day should be a day of love. Every day should be a day you show love to your neighbors, show love to your friends, show love to your partner. You should not wait for Valentine's Day before you say, okay, oh, you want to look for a man that will give you gifts, or you want to look for a babe
Also,
that will give you gifts. Yeah. So today we're cutting through the fairy tales, relationship goals nonsense, and social media fantasies to expose what love really is and what love is not. So if you're sensitive, you better leave now. If you're lying to yourself about your relationship, stay. But we want you. If you know you don't want to hear the truth, then you can just leave. So we're going to be asking our guests some very special questions. So you just tell us whether it's a green flag or it's a red flag. I'll throw some questions at you. So you tell us what you think about it. If it's a green flag to you, you say it's a green flag. It's a red flag, you do the same. Question one: if your partner texts their ex happy birthday every year, is it a green flag or a red flag?
I actually think a person's past, although it does not have to be erased, but if an ex is still a recurring character in your life, then it's not just history. It's a sequel waiting to happen. Like it's like a continuation. It's just like a movie. Yeah. If it's still coming again and again, it's just a trailer that is still coming. Something is about to happen in the future. You keep keeping tabs with this person, you keep keeping that person close. Something will definitely happen in the end. So, I move with motive. Happy birthday is a harmless message, but you putting it as top priority, you putting it on your mind, there might be something there. You might not know that there's something there, but there might be something there. Just watch it. But if your motive is clean, of course, happy birthday is a harmless message, very harmless message.
Yeah, I suppose what you said actually. And then also it could prove that maybe your partner is not really over the ex. Cause like if you have your ex's birthday on your head, I mean, there's a lot of things you're thinking of, you know. That means you're not really yeah, that means you're not really like over your ex, that kind of thing. But it's not like you said, it's not a harmful thing to wish your partner happy birthday. It's a very, okay, you respect the person. Or perhaps you don't even care. Some people don't really care. So like if it's your birthday, you're in the past. So like why should I be wishing you happy birthday? But some people who want to be nice, they can just decide to wish their partner happy birthday. The next question is they say I love you, but never make time for you. See a red flag or a green flag.
Love without action is just marketing. People make time for what they actually value. Like, see, if someone claims to love you but never prioritize you, then you are in love with the slogan, not the person. It's like, it is simple mathematics. I love you. You actually love this thing. Then you have to create time for this thing that you love. Although in very rare cases, the people can be actually busy, not like the busy people talk about now, but or people that have been. Now, I want to talk about this distance thing once and for all, where people want to have be themselves in a relationship. They just want to keep their space. They're just always reserved. Sometimes, and that's in very rare cases. I'm talking like 1 in 100 cases where the guy just wants to be alone. And if you come, okay, it's good. He does not talk too much. He does not really text, but he madly into you. It's a rare case. It's works with people that are lonely all their lives. Loneliness is not something you can just take away like that. Loneliness, when you've been lonely throughout your life, if someone comes in, it might seem like a disturbance. You will not get used to it immediately. Even though the first time it could be, yeah, so you will just come. Even your partner, your wife, it could be family. That when they come into your space, you just be like, oh, you love them, but you have just been lonely and you're too comfortable in that state. But it does not happen to everybody. You need to know the kind of partner you have, and you should not just zero it as someone that does not want to talk to you or someone that is trying to ignore you. Or don't misread those. Some people are depressed. That one is there too. But if you claim to love something, nonetheless, you should find a way to talk to the person
Yeah.
every time.
Yeah, that's very brilliant. And I also think there's intentionality in everything. So if you claim to love somebody, if you claim to want to be with somebody, you have to make time for them. No matter how busy you are, if you're intentional about the person, you will definitely make time for the person. Even if you just maybe in the morning time, maybe give them a text, how you doing, this and that, how's your day going? Maybe at night before you go to bed. Long distance is not really an excuse because if you really care about this person, if you really want this person, if you're intentional about the person, then definitely you would make time for your partner, like, no matter what. That's a very brilliant perspective. Thank you very much, Marvelous. The third question is they claim titles don't matter and refuse to call you their boyfriend or girlfriend. Is it a red flag or a green
See,
flag?
titles don't matter only when both people genuinely don't care for labels. If one person wants to if one person wants commitment and the other person wants let's just vibe, then it's not a relationship, it's customer service. See, you don't know. See, titles don't matter at all. It doesn't at all. Because you might not be calling me my boyfriend. I don't even like putting like that label on it because it's over, it is washed now. So it depends on the title you call, it depends on your interest, by the way. So it's about your interest, it's about what you like. So if you like it, you like being called babe, you like being called, you will just communicate. If he actually cares about you, he will call you babe. That's the problem. You like to be called honey. Call me honey, man. And I'll call you honey if that's how you like it. But don't take it on me if I don't value it, because I also tell you, I really don't see anything in it. But we will try. It is always a work in progress to make it work and to make you to do what you like. That's exactly how it works.
Okay, but if you're in a situation, yeah, when somebody asks you, who is this person to you? And then maybe your partner is like, or you're like somebody I know, or is a friend. And you know that this person is your partner. And then your partner comes to confront you and like, I heard you called me your friend. And then you're like, titles don't
Oh,
matter.
you just said it's your partner. She's my partner.
No, 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 no. The person doesn't know that this person is your partner.
Mm-hmm.
And then the person comes to ask you, who is this girl to you? And then you're like, a friend. And then perhaps the person that asked
What,
you,
what, what happens to the word partner? The word partner. So, but what happened to partner? What happened to the word partner? The word partner is a title to yes, but it's like the best thing to call your partner. The word girlfriend and boyfriend is just like there's no word to describe it, but this is the only thing I can describe it. It's just so like that's it. It's not for me. That's what I say. It's not befitting enough. I don't want to call anybody my girlfriend or my boyfriend. Like, nah, I don't
okay, but
really.
you can call them your partner, like you said.
Yeah, yeah,
But
of
partner
course.
is also a title, so I feel like instead of just like using title don't matter to cover up the fact that okay, you don't want people to know that this person is your partner, it's not necessary.
No, now I want you to get something. Using a title is not the title don't matter is different from covering up and not letting people know that the person is your partner. When you call them your partner, you have a husband or like is leading to marriage. Whatever you are doing is leading to marriage, of course. I'm not going to start down note on boyfriend and girlfriend. I can say we are dating. We are partners. She is my partner. In like that's the general sense. I don't want to see it as a title I give to you as partner. Like that's not even necessarily it. What I want to say is a title for us. I just want it to be known that you are my partner. It's not a title in the context I'm seeing it. But you say, what are you? Of course, we are partners. But I won't say, my partner, come here. No, I can't say that. Of course not.
Okay.
So yeah, of course.
Okay. So it's a green flag to your what?
No, it's just like it depends on what the person likes. It is
Alright.
communication. See, communication with understanding is the key. See, when you communicate, let your partner understand you still. Just talk. Oh, I actually like it when you call me. It tickles my fancy when you call me this. Like, I'll try to call you that. No problems. It won't take me any stress to call you baby in the morning or call you that thing you really love, that middle name, that Oriki, that whatever. So if I really love you, if I claim to love you, of course I'll call you what you want to be called. So it's still communication. It depends on what my partner likes. It depends on what we both agree on. But if the decision is left to me, I don't like the decision being left to one person. I just like we ironing things out.
Thank you very much for your input. It makes 100% sense. I get your point of view. Yeah, and also, next question is they expect you to go all out for them, but never do the same. Do you understand that?
Love should not feel like a one-sided investment where one is the sponsor and the other person is the beneficiary. If it's not mutual, it's not love, it's entitlement. See, when one person is like, okay, this is the person that should be the one. I see women these days. It breaks my heart when I see women these days and say, okay, you must have this, you must have that. What does it bring to the table? You see someone that is struggling, is trying, help him out. You don't zero the mind. Okay,
Many people in relationship live in fantasies, we all know. But today we're going to serve them the harsh truth. It is time for the law of the national test. People like Delulu. Many people say Delulu is the real Solulu. So when it comes to love, when it comes to relationship, don't live in Delulu. See, Delulu is not the real Solulu. For real. This is actually very funny. But like when you're being delusional, you're expecting something that is way above something that you know that you can get. You get it? So the questions I'll be throwing to our guests is that would you be with your partner if they were broke? I want you to be very honest.
me,
We're serving honest truth here. So you don't need to teach up anything. Just be pass goals. Just give just people relationship with pass goals. So the eyes will also have
If,
to open.
if a girl is broke, I cannot date her. Or how do you say that side? I've not used to say that thing. If you don't have, how much did she call it? Okay, she said 20 million. I think she has increased it now. I think it's 30 now. If she does not have 30 million, I'm not even dating her. No, just shut up. See, this is how we work. A healthy relationship should not be built on money. But love alone cannot sustain a relationship. It
Yes.
cannot sustain it. Love, see, the thing is, a healthy relationship should not be built on money. But love alone cannot sustain a partnership. Affection is not a currency. A person's financial stability is not just about wealth. It's about responsibility, it's about ambition, it's about surviving. See, relationship needs love, but they also need structure. This is how it works. What if you are dating a guy that is not broke? A guy is not broke, you are dating him, but he's not giving you the money. It's about the money you are there. So if he's not giving the money, you are going to leave. It's about responsibility. Some people have something going in their lives. Some people are hustling. They don't have money now, but they have potential like that. A woman too, you have 0 naira in your account. It's vice versa. You don't work, you live in a rented apartment, but once you want a man that has a 5-story building house, he has 5 cars, 5 bases, but you're still sleeping, you're going out every day, just looking for the man, Prince Charming, that will just come and sweep you off your feet. You're saying
Um,
just the feedback. You're not wise now, you're not smart at all. Work for what, see, wherever you are, the position you are, that's where you meet people of like minds that will come to you and match. That's why you just see 30 years, 40 years, you've not married yet. Why? You are waiting for Prince Charming that will never ever come. Stop deceiving yourself. That boy that is working in your area, lock him. It's not like the lock you are talking about. You go and lock a boy, it's more than giving. No. See, okay, this person has potential. His future could be bright. I will stick with this one and we would work it out. But no, you want a person that is already made.
yeah. Some people are not just in love. They're financial agreements, to be very honest. That's just the truth.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Next question. See, all of you that are in a relationship, should understand that relationship or love is more than just money. Yes, money is needed. Money is very necessary in a relationship. But it's more than just money. Because if you're able to afford your bills, if your partner supposedly can also try to assist you in something, then I mean, come on. You could also the girl, the woman or the lady in the relationship could also assist the man. You know. Anyways, next question. Would your partner still be with you if you lost your job today?
A relationship that is only strong when everything is perfect is not a relationship. It's a performance. Love is tested when circumstances change.
Mm,
And if somebody only stays when things are comfortable, then they are not a partner, they are a tenant.
mm.
If someone stays only when things are comfortable, they are not a partner, they are a tenant. That's all I have to say.
If somebody stays when everything is perfect, they are not your what partner. They are your they are your tenants. So you people should understand the concept of love. A lot of people complain that oh, when I have this downfall, my guy or my girl is leaving, or whenever things are not okay for me, he just begins to give me this kind of attitude. But you just understand that these people don't really love you because if they love you, they'll stick with you. You know, even your family members, your friends, some real friends. If you're having issues, like don't just leave your friends. They will not just leave you alone. Obviously, they will stick with you to the end. So if your partner ain't sticking with you to the end, then cut it off. Next question: if your partner had a secret child, would you stay?
Now, you said it, put the word secret. See, deception is a bigger problem than a child itself. If someone can hide something that big, what else are they capable of hiding? Relationship should be built on transparency, not plot twist. I don't want to just wake up tomorrow and just another plot,
Opa!
ah, another one. Exactly. That's what I would do. I'm
Yeah.
keeping my answer.
Hey, keep your answer simple, right?
Yeah, of course.
Very good. Yeah, very wonderful, brilliant speaker. We're happy to have you here. Moving on. If you stop texting first, would they even check on you? If your partner, or rather, if you stop texting first, will your partner check on you?
Is it customer service? A relationship should not feel like customer retention. If you are the only one keeping the customer alive, you are not in love, you are in tech support. It's like that's exactly what it is. It's if you are the only one, I want to check on you again. It's just like it's just customer service and you're not replying back. You know all those mails you get from maybe churches you attend once or all those companies, websites that you visit and you never visit again. They check, how are you doing? You've not used our app. Oh, you've not, that's exactly what it is. You're just customer support, nothing more.
Yeah, which indeed is a very bad thing. I mean, in a relationship, you should not feel like you're always texting first. That I feel like that's the beginning of the problem. If you feel like you're always the one texting first, then that's where the problem starts. It should
See,
be,
when you already realize that things are not going, just know that the love is fizzling. That concept of what you think is love is already fizzling out.
yeah,
When you
yeah,
start to sense that wait to I'm not a fool like this. I'm not she yeah,
yeah.
hey,
When you start
not the
overthinking,
lies. Hey. Now you know what it is.
yeah. If you're in a relationship and you're thinking too much, you're overthinking this, you're overthinking, what would he be doing by this time? You're having trust issues, or like you're not, you know, feeling it again.
You
Like,
know, trust issues about thinking might be there in the beginning, depending on your past. If you had a like past that is not really beautiful, your relationship now could still have some shaky whatever in the beginning. Maybe you
yeah.
doubt it. Hope is not, but still in the end, you will still come trust. That trust was there. When that trust starts to waver, there is a big problem.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. In a relationship, what is more important to you? Is it love, loyalty, or comfort?
Love without loyalty is temporary. Loyalty without love is duty. Listen now, love without loyalty is temporary. Loyalty without love is duty. It's just like you working at your whatever, wherever you work. You are loyal to your boss. You don't love him. That's duty. You are loyal to your country. You must not do the but you don't love. You don't necessarily love your guy. I know maybe you love. Let's not go there. Nigeria is what it is. But yeah, it's duty. Love without loyalty is temporary. If you are not loyal to someone you love, it's just a temporary, it's just a fleeting something. So comfort without either is just convenience.
Hmm.
Comfort without loyalty or love is just convenience. If a relationship is to last, loyalty should be the foundation, love should be the connection, and comfort should be the byproduct.
Hmm. Hmm. Do that again. Come again. Come again. Let us hear you clearly.
Listen, okay, this is how it works. Loyalty should be the foundation. Love should be the connection, and comfort should be the byproduct.
Wow. That's something new. That is very heavy. That carries a lot of weight. A relationship should feel like home, not a full-time job with no salary. Like seriously, when you're in a relationship, you should feel like you're home, not like a full-time job with no salary. Because when you keep on doing something, you get at some point you get tired. Like when you're at home, when you're in a relationship, you feel loved, you feel relaxed, and you feel happy. She gets it. So it should not be like a full-time job with no salary. Thank you very much for this your brilliant, brilliant talk. Should your partner know everything? Now, let's do this once and for all. Once and for all, because I've really been hearing different stereotypes about this thing. Oh, why do you tell your partner everything? Why do you do this? Why do you do that? But we should understand that should your partner know everything going on in your life? I also want to know, is it okay to have private friendships your partner knows nothing about?
Privacy is different from secrecy.
Mm.
A partner does not need to know every detail of a friendship. But if a friendship has to be hidden, that's a sign it's crossing boundaries. Let me get that again. A partner does not need to know every detail of a friendship. But if a friendship has to be hidden, that's a sign it's crossing boundaries. Transparency eliminates unnecessary suspicion. You're
Yeah.
not going to be me for nothing. So
Somebody
yeah.
once said, someone once said, telling your partner everything is a fast track to relationship problems. How true is that? When you tell your partner every single thing, it's a fast track to relationship problems.
Well, that means that relationship is not meant to work in the first place.
In what sense?
Because you must confide in your partner with everything. Everything. Now I'm talking from a personal angle. You know the kind of partner you have. Actually, you know the kind of information that they can take, the kind of information that can break them and all that. But still, upon still, you have to tell your partner everything. Everything. Because you no matter what it will do to them. Just pray you don't have anything that you can tell them that will break them. Your partner must be able to take you for who you are. What's that high secret that you cannot tell your partner? That means if it is to hide, that means there is a skeleton in the cupboard
Oh,
because they
yeah.
really hide.
Very true, actually. I feel like you should communicate a lot of things to your partner because it said communication is very important. Communication with understanding is a very important step.
I said, privacy is different from secrecy.
Yeah. Could you explain more? What do you think is privacy? What do you think is secrecy?
Secrecy is you trying to keep something from someone. No, you must not see this. It's a secret. You are just private. You don't care if he sees. You don't. It is just like okay, your personal life. If he wants to know, if he asks, you can tell him. Like it is. It's just not there in the open. You are just not showing him. You are just not like telling him that okay, this well they call for 2 minutes yesterday. So we talk about coming to have food. No, not necessarily. When all those come in, it is no more a relationship. It's now it has started to control.
But some people would like to just their partner about literally everything going on in their lives. But I feel like
Yes,
people have different perspectives about this thing, you know. Some
that is
people
what I'm
can
saying. That works for you. See, the thing is, there is no rule to life. I want to tell you something now. You read a lot of books. You claim to listen to a lot of people and this and that. But there's no rule to life. Per se. Say this to get rich, do this to your love will be strong. That no, what works for you only. So you need to study. I've said that before. Like just study your partner and you know what they like. Communication too. That's the best thing. You just thought, oh, you like to be told everything. I like to listen to. I'm a good listener. Oh yes, yeah, yeah, we fit. That kind of thing. It's always work. It's always work.
thank you for that. Next question. If your partner asks for your body count, should you tell them the truth?
Uh,
Imagine you have like plenty body count, a very large amount of body count, and your partner asks you, what's your body count? Should you tell them the truth? Or would you just be like, nah, it's not necessary? I'm not saying she likes your partner, but just like, it's not necessary. Like, why do you want my body count? Okay.
don't ever lie to your partner. But the real question is, why do they need to know? If the past has no effect on the present, digging into history is just a way to create new insecurities. Relationships should focus on who a person is now, not a scorecard of their past. Now, see, there are very many cases where you should consider the past as a yardstick used to determine what you're going to use now. But if the past did not bring anything that affects her into the present, for example, she's clean, she does not have any STD, she does not have any, she's okay, there's no need to know all those, it will just serve as, for you, to serve as a body, unnecessary memory, when you are here that she has 20 body count and you have just two, and you just so you might start to look at that difference. It might
Yeah.
just come up. You just deprive yourself of questions that are not necessary to be asked since it does not affect her to the present. I
Yeah.
think that's past perfect. Past perfect continuous. That is not affecting her to now. I studied English in school, so yeah, you should expect me to use all those terms.
Okay. Is it ever okay to have a work spouse? Do you
Ah,
know lately I've been seeing reels and videos on work
ah,
spouse, work husband, work wife, and I'm like,
ah,
huh? The people they have work partner. People are having work husband, work wife. Ah,
The moment you have to give a co-worker a romantic name, the line has already been crossed.
yeah.
A work colleague is fine, but a work spouse is an emotional side relationship. Cute name. It's just you just put a label on it, like it's just emotional. Like you don't already label them. You don't like that
Mhm.
one. You don't even ask the question. It's out. Ah, wow, really.
Really? For real. I mean, like, why should you even have a work spouse for crying out loud? I don't know why you would have a work husband or work wife or whatever they call it. You get to work and you have someone that is taking the place of your husband, and then you go home, you still meet your husband. Don't you have guilty conscience? Like, it's very crazy and it's very not necessary. Before we move on, there's one thing I have to say. Emotional cheating is actually worse than physical cheating, and everybody knows that. Emotional cheating is worse than physical cheating. Like it goes a very long way, and
Host, can you please define what emotional cheating is for us?
okay. Emotional cheating and physical cheating is different, obviously. Physical cheating is where you like obviously sleep with another person and then okay, maybe they catch you on another person with another person or another person. Emotional cheating could be through text, maybe maybe you're with someone and then you're acting like you're interested in this person. Yeah, you're acting like, okay, this person has your full attention, this person has your heart. Or you're texting the person, telling the person, okay, this person has your heart. Meanwhile, you have your partner. You don't necessarily have to sleep with the person, you don't necessarily have to physically cheat on your partner. But there is emotional cheating. And emotional cheating goes a very long way. Because when you're emotionally cheating, you already have this, your emotions are already attached to the other person. So people just want to just go and sleep with random people around. They don't literally need to have the emotional connection. So you can put your question in the comment section and we will definitely be back to answer your question. Next one, moving on, I'll be asking, should you tell your partner if your ex reaches out?
Yes, because secrecy fuels doubt. Even if the conversation was harmless, not telling your partner makes it look like there was something else behind. Like silence creates more suspicion than the truth ever will.
But in a situation whereby you telling your partner causes your partner to be insecure, imagine you have an insecure partner, and then you try to like explain why you don't even have anything to explain about because like you just try to like tell your partner why your ex reached out. Perhaps the ex needed your favor or something, sha, and you still have to like explain and explain. But you know that telling your partner can literally somehow ruin the relationship. In that situation, what are you going to do?
You are not the one that reached out, he's the one that reached out. You have to tell him. He
But
reached out to me.
you replied the message. People will be like, why did you reply him?
You know, you know
Or
the
why did
kind
you
of
reply her?
you know the kind of partner you have. You know is an insecure type. So you just be, oh, now it's left to you if you reply. The thing is, you don't need to reply. You don't always, the question was, should you tell your partner if your ex reaches out? Not if you reply. It's not a conversation. If he reached out to you, you don't even need to reply. If it's someone you've cut ties with, you don't need to reply. If it's your ex, if you have an insecure partner right now, just tell him, oh, he texted me. That's all.
Nice one. Um, in relation to that, yeah, I have two questions in relation to that. Number one question is, should you necessarily block your ex when you break up with your ex? Should you necessarily block your ex? Before you answer that question, I want to say something. Yeah. So I just figured, according to what you said the last time, you should always, the moral of the story is that you should always have your partner at the back of your mind before you do anything. Because you have to just think it through. Okay, if I do this thing, how will my partner feel? This is the kind of partner I have, this kind of person I'm with. How would the person feel when I do this? Or like what will be the end result? Because obviously you don't want trouble for yourself. You don't want your relationship to be in shambles. You don't want your relationship to end abruptly because of one ex somewhere texted you or somebody you relatively cut ties with texted you. So always have your partner at the back of your mind. Now the question I was asking, back to the question, is should you really need to tell your partner about every time someone flirts with you?
Not every external action. requires an internal reaction. If it was unwanted and handled appropriately, there's no need to report every interaction. But if the flirtation was entertained, but then that's when transparency becomes necessary. When you're having that guilt, and I reply this guy and we're playing, okay, you know what, today something happened and you could just tell him like that. But if something you just brushed off, something you handled properly, I said something, I said, not every external action requires an internal reaction. You don't need to block your ex. Like there is no one person explanation for that. It's just it depends on what happened, why it became your ex, what it's that relationship is that. So many things can happen, but you don't need to block your ex. If like you're thinking, yeah, he's in the past now, no, that's just childish. You could your ex could even help you in the future. That there are a lot of things that could come out of that new relationship that you've had. It's not a problem. Being someone's ex is not a plague or it's not an offense.
Yeah. Okay. Now going back to the first question you answered, you said you need to tell your partner anytime someone flirts with you. A situation whereby your
I didn't
partner's
say
friend,
I didn't say every time.
well, you should tell your
I
partner
said
whenever your ex flirts with you.
ex, yeah, when your ex, yes, yes, not
Or
everyone.
necessarily when anyone flirts with you.
When anyone flirts with you, I just answered that it is not every external action that needs internal reaction. I just explained that.
Or you said something like perhaps you replied back or perhaps you flowed with the conversation with the
Yes,
flirting.
yes,
And then
yes.
okay, so based on that, if an ex's friend, or rather, sorry, your partner's friend flirts with you, and you're also friends with the person, with the guy, oh sorry, you're a man, with the girl. Let's say your partner's friend, a girl, flirts with you, or
Mm-hmm.
maybe calls you babe or baby, yeah, or sweetheart, yeah. And then you reply back and you're like, oh, what's up, my love? That kind of thing. And then the conversation becomes normal. You go tell your partner that, oh, you're feeling somehow that, okay, this is what happened between your friend and I. Yeah. Don't you think it would affect the friendship between your partner? You probably, I feel like it's essentially, I feel like you just have to keep it to yourself because number one, the flirting or the conversation did not really like go a long way. But you know that okay,
That was not
if you
that
go
was
tell
not
if you go tell your partner that okay, this was what happened, you guys flirted with each other, maybe a conversation continued, people know the conversation that continued. And your friend of your partner obviously would not be happy with it and definitely would not want to be friends with that person. So
of
why
course.
break
If something break your let the person stay away. See, if you have a
you
friend,
you know that okay what I'm trying to say is that you know that you can just go tell meet the person that flirts you and they're like, oh what happened today did not make sense, it shouldn't happen again, it shouldn't repeat itself again because if I tell my partner, if I tell my babe, she's not gonna take it lightly. You get it? So obviously you've given the person the boundary, you told the person stay where you are. It was my fault. I continued the conversation. It shouldn't happen. I think that is like a more mature way of doing it. If your babe finds out, obviously you know that okay, you've already confronted this person and you told the person, okay, stay back, let there be boundaries from henceforth. So why bring a dispute between two friends?
okay, what if it's the other way around? That person eventually, that friend of your babe, now go and tell your babe. Maybe after you break up, you become the bad person. If you feel
You
guilty,
have proof. You have a proof of you telling the person to stay back. You definitely should have proof because if you don't have proof, they'll hold you like this and you cannot go anywhere. You have to
that's
have
the point.
proof. You have to
That's the
have a
point.
proof.
You will tell her to stay back. But me, I do something. I let time pass. Then I tell. Personally, what I feel is no secret at all. Like I communicate everything. When if I have a partner, I would just always tell that see, it might not be immediately. It might be after I've ruminated on it for a while. I just okay, something happened, like last 2 months, and that. But on a more serious note, you have to tell your partner that this kind of thing happened. It will be used against you. It could be. It is cheating. It is still like I would say it is cheating for a serious relationship. It's still. You cheated. You just have to.
Yeah, because in the first
Yeah.
place, why you flirting with another person?
You just have to tell.
Anyways, yeah, next segment, we're moving into the toxic love confessions. A lot of people claim that, oh, they're not toxic. Everybody has a toxic energy in them, to be very honest. Like, you don't have to be like 100% toxic, but like, there's that part, that toxic part, not necessarily extra toxic, but there's that part in you that you're like, okay, for some girls, for example, you just want to look for trouble. Like, their relationship is peaceful, but they just want a moment whereby they look for their partner's trouble and they want fight. And you can say it's a toxic behavior, you can say it's a toxic, you know, character. But I feel like everybody in them has a toxic trait. But it all depends on you, whether you want to, if you want to subdue that toxic trait or you want to bring it out. You want to add fuel to the fire. So the question I'm going to be asking you now. Have you ever flirted with someone else while in a relationship?
Do you think I'm in a relationship?
I'm not saying you're in a relationship. It's an open question.
Okay,
You
okay.
can decide to answer
Good.
the
Now,
question anyhow you like.
let me answer it this way. I'm not in a relationship, in a romantic relationship. But let's put it this way. Flirting is not always about attraction. It's often about validation. If a person flirts outside their relationship, they should ask themselves some questions like, what am I trying to prove? And why isn't my relationship enough? You know, why I say flirting is seeking validations. You don't necessarily love this person per se. You don't necessarily even, you know that you are not going to date this person, you're not going to have this person. You just, Nigeria, like I would just say, you just want to maybe test your wits. You just want to play around. It's just seeking just, nah, you will find all those. It is not something deep. Loneliness is a poor reason to stay. Like, see, because when companionship is used as a bandage, the relationship becomes a dependency, not a partnership.
Yeah, because you always depend on the person and the partnership isn't just there any longer. Very nice one. So have you got to your partner's friend without permission?
Let me tell you something. Trust is not built through investigation. If a relationship reaches a point where privacy feels like secrecy, the issue is no longer what's on the phone, but why there is a need to look, why there is a need to check. Do you understand?
Yeah.
See, if a relationship reaches a point where privacy feels like secrecy, you know, I told you there's difference between privacy and secrecy.
Yeah.
The issue is no longer what's on the phone. The reason is, or the issue is why there is a need to check the phone.
Personally, I feel like there's no reason to check your partner's phone. Because it's that thing they are looking for. That's what you find. Because tell me what are you looking for on the phone? What are you looking for? If your partner did not say, take my phone or help me to do so and so thing, or check this thing. Even if they tell you check this thing, check only that thing. Don't scroll. Check what that picture. Don't scroll. Because I mean it's privacy. Forget the fact that okay, you guys are partners. I feel like every individual has right to privacy.
If there's a need to check your partner's phone, then you don't trust your partner.
Definitely, and there's definitely a comma somewhere in the relationship. Okay. Have you ever let someone on just for attention?
It's not good to lead someone on for attention. Like, why? See, I don't like judging people based on their decisions on things. I just claim, okay, you lead someone on, it's not good on their own part because they are being led on, they think you are having, like you have something going on, but it's not fair. You're just, what if it happens to your sister and someone is just leading your sister on for the fun of it or your brother? It's really is not fair.
Very
One thing I
understandable.
want one thing I want all relationship people to still also know is apply it to yourself. That thing you want to give a girl flower bouquet, a girl that is, you have a girlfriend, but you want to give another girl flower bouquet. You used to call another girl mama. You used to call another girl this. You used to send another girl all those thousands of naira. Send this on her birthday. Okay, just imagine this. Your girlfriend should gift a guy flower bouquet, be calling him daddy, be texting him till late in the night. How will you take that? Just mirror it in the relationship. Mirror.
Have you ever wanted to break up but stayed because you didn't want to be single?
Wow, that's a very, very, very bad reason to be in a relationship because you don't want to be seen. So you are just there for you cannot because you cannot find someone better, or you're just there because you're using it to while away the time. You're using it as a recreation. You're using it as something to keep you off being boring. You're just using him. I feel like the guy is being used or the girl is being used. You don't just want to remain single. So you need to have something interesting going on, or you need a steady flow of income. Because I think Nigeria government should actually add that to businesses that are thriving now, girlfriend and boyfriend. So you need a job and you just need him to be paying you every month. So that's exactly what it is. You should not just do it because you are bored.
Girlfriend. There's so many people who love to say, if you really love someone, you will do anything for them. But how far would you really go? If you really love somebody, how far would you really go? Would you delete on social media for your partner?
Ah, see, a relationship should not require self-erasure. Like it should not. If social media is causing problem, the behavior should be adjusted, not the entire existence of an online presence. Maybe what does the person do online? Does she post picture of her in bikini that you don't like? What it is not self-creation can never be the Yoruba would say ori bibe kì í ṣe ori fifo. It's you cannot just say yeah, you must not be on the internet at all to be the solution. No, no. You work on the behavior.
Would you cut off all opposite gender friends for your partner?
Boundaries are necessary, but complete isolation is control. I think I said something like that before. Where yeah, that means that's resulted to control. It's a military regime. Then a mature relationship is not about eliminating people. It's about ensuring um external connection. Don't threaten the primary relationship. You have connection with other people, your business partner, but making sure they don't threaten your relationship. That's what a mature relationship is.
Sure, they don't threaten your relationship. Yeah. Would you like to share your location 24/7 with your partner?
Sharing a location should be for safety, not surveillance. If a
Definitely.
partner if a partner demands to track your movements like a GPS, the issue is not love, it's control.
The thing is that
Like, see,
the thing is that
yes,
if love is actually really real, then why is the need of so many rules? Like why there's so many rules? Because in a relationship, yeah, there can be some guidelines, there can be some rules, but like unnecessary rules like share your location 247 for the sake
no,
of
that's
surveillance, for the sake of surveillance is
it's,
very wrong. Like if it's not called for, to be very honest, my own personal
it's
perception.
control.
Yeah.
Partner become control. He must have his tracking your phone, he's doing this now, it's control. You must not go here because your partner must not know. It's control.
But some people will say that if you don't like let your partner see where you are every time, it's like you're hiding something. So like at the same time, there's no balance. It's not
Because
balance.
if I'm sharing now, my location with my partner is for safety alone. It's you're not hiding anything. That one is not. It is not when you go to places that are. I don't want to use the word questionable. You should just let your partner know that see, there's nothing. No. And that one self can increase suspicion for overthinkers that why are you showing me if there's really nothing? So
A relationship should not feel like an FBI surveillance. Would you stay if they cheated just once on you?
cheating is not just about the acts. It's about the mindset that allowed it to happen. Forgiveness is possible, yeah, but trust does not just like regenerate automatically. Staying
Yeah.
should not be about the mistake. Staying should not be about the mistake, but about whether the person who made the mistake has truly changed. So, like, those are factors you need to consider.
Brilliant. Because like people who claim cheating is a mistake. It like you said, it's not just about the action. Like how what step would you take to be sincerely sorry about your actions? And how would you want to, try to build trust? But that's if you still want to stay. How would you try to want to, build trust back? Just a whole lot.
You need to build your trust back the way you've been building it. Do everything the way it's supposed to be. There's
Yeah.
really no rules to this, as I used to say. Just do it the way
Um,
you are supposed to, even though there's no rules.
all right. Now, your partner says, I don't believe in marriage after 5 years of being together. Would you break up or would you stay?
If your life goals don't align, love will not be enough to compensate. Commitment should not require convincing. You don't need all that work.
You don't need all the stress, all the unnecessary stress. Just break, just end it. Because why would you tell me after years of being together, you're telling me marriage, you don't believe in marriage, marriage is not your thing. Hello? Is it child's play? It's 5 years child's play. Ah, please. Oh. Moving on, your partner tells you to quit your job because they want you to be more available. Would you stay or would you break up?
Relationship should enhance a life, not restrict it. Any love that requires shrinkage is
Yeah.
not love, it's control. It's
Mm.
control.
I mean, why do you have to quit your job because you want to be more available? Like I said it before, like if you really, really want to be in a relationship, if you care about this person, you have to be intentional about the person. So like whether you're available or not, I feel like there should be a balance. Yeah. So when you're doing your job, you should also be available for your relationship, be available for your spirituality, be available for your own body, for your physique. Because people literally know how to break their day. So you cannot come and say, okay, you just put your head in your job or everything. You should also have more time for yourself, for your partner, and for like important people. And your partner should not tell you to quit your job because you need to be more available. If your partner quits his job or her job, where would the money be coming from? And at the end of the day, when your partner goes broke, you will still leave. So all these things are just very unnecessary. Okay. Your partner refuses to post you on social media. Like ever, never ever. Would you break up or would you stay?
It still boils down to privacy and secrecy. Is the person keeping you a secret, or the person just has a private life? Privacy is fine, but secrecy is not. If someone is comfortable displaying everything except their relationship, then the relationship is not private, it's hidden.
That's where communication come in, cause like I might be a person that okay, I like it when my partner showcases me to the world. I want to showcase my partner. My partner is this kind of private person. He doesn't really want people in his business. Does not mean he should not post me on his birthday. He can post me, sorry, on my birthdays rather. He can post me, but he doesn't necessarily have to be like, okay, this is my babe, this is my babe. If he doesn't post me and he posts maybe his co-worker, a female co-worker, why are you doing that? Why? You can post your coworker, you can post your friend, but you cannot post me, your girlfriend, your partner, your babe, your wife. Boils down to communication and also understanding the kind of partner you have. You catch your partner flirting with someone else, but they swear that is harmless and fun. Would you break up or would you stay?
When you don't have a relationship going on, yeah, flirting might be harmless. But flirting can never be harmless when there's a commitment involved. If respect is optional, then loyalty is temporary.
Valentine's Day is a test, definitely. If your partner suddenly goes MIA, you were never the main character. If your partner ever goes missing in action on Valentine's Day, because tell me why other days your partner is all over you, he's here and there, wanting to give you everything, and then all of a sudden during Valentine's Day he has gone missing. Like, why do some people actually do that? And I'm like, why do you do that? Anyway, just to show that you're never the action. Because if you were the main character, if you're the action, if you're the main person, I feel like your partner wouldn't go MIA on you all the time. So people just bring out their true colors unknowingly on Valentine's. So like it's like a test, like I said earlier. You have to open your eye, shine your eye. A few days before Valentine, your partner is doing off her own. You're your own. That's a red flag. You know that okay, this boy, that boy over there is trying to avoid giving you Valentine gifts, or that baby over there is avoid giving you Valentine gifts. Or she's avoiding posting you. Things like that, little things like that should be seen because like a lot of people are blind to love. Like if it has love has already blinded people's eye, like open your eye, man. Open your eye, dude. Shine it. I'm going to be calling out the lies. So our guest speaker, what do you think is the biggest lie people believe about love?
I think maybe the aspect of love at first sight. There's
True.
probably nothing like
There's nothing like love at first sight because Tell me why you're just saying me for the very first time and you're
Now,
telling me you're in love with me.
the same way you fall in love, that time I say you fell in love, it's the same way
Yeah.
you fall outside back. When you
Yeah.
see someone from and the person has not spoken to you, the person has not even walked, you just saw him sitting down. Wow, I'm in love with this guy. You walk to him, you just see, boom, he just come down. He's a dwarf, and he talks like this. Hello, how are you? What? The same way you fell in, it just you fall out quickly.
Quickly, immediately, like for
That so you learn to love.
yeah.
Love is a and love is sacrifice. Love is a choice. Now let me tell you something. I used to hear people say, I fell out of love. I just used to think maybe they were not in love in the first place because people would tell me it fizzled out, the spark was not there anymore. The people in this generation, they like that flittery, flirty feeling of love. They don't like the feeling itself. I don't know how to explain the fact that it is only that uh, I don't know how to explain it. That excitement that comes with it that they really love. They don't love. They
Yeah.
don't. They want only the emotion
They love
without
the
paying for it.
they love the butterfly in the belly feeling. That feeling that you're like, ah, it's
But
like everything.
they cannot pay. Love is sacrificial.
Yeah.
Love is ferocious. It's not
Mm.
emotional. It is not emotive.
It's more of
See, our
action,
culture
yeah.
does not love. Listen, let me tell you something. Our culture does not love love. It loves the idea of love. Listen to that again. Our culture does not love love. It
Yeah.
loves the idea of love. The problem is we've been told a lie. We think love is supposed to be like that first rush, that the butterflies, the obsession, the
Yeah.
late night text, the I can't live without you feeling. But that's not love. That's infatuation. And infatuation is like, all those fireworks now.
Yeah.
Explosive, it's beautiful. Last, it fades in the air. You wake up every single day. You can't wake up. You don't expect to wake up in that every single day in that euphoric state of falling in love. Some days you wake up tired. Some days you wake up next day and think, wow, I really have to do this forever. But that's where love begins. When the feeling stops, when the feeling stop carrying you and choice has to take over. That's why I call love a choice. See, when that feeling stop, like you stop that rush and you just say, okay, yes, I want to be with this person. Not because of because so it's a choice. Love is not just a feeling. Once the feeling is gone, there's relationship again, Abby. Is that what you think? No, like it's not supposed to be. If love is a decision, a commitment, then you have to choose it every single day. Even on the days you don't feel like it, because it has become a choice. Don't marry someone because you think you are not going to find someone better. Like that's even a very wrong reason to go into a relationship. Because what if you find someone better? Think about it. Okay, I can't or this in this place like this, I can't find someone better. Then let me be with him. What if we now find someone better? What if we find someone that is richer, someone that has more money than him, someone that is more that can talk better, that can make you smile
Someone
better,
that
that
is more
can
intelligent, that
that's why I said
understands it better.
yes. So love is a choice. That's why I say love is a choice. Commitment is a decision. Love is a decision. You decide that okay, this is the person I want to be with. Even if there is a 1 billion and 1 naira in this other person's account, even if there is this, even if it's more this than my partner, it's more that than my partner, you have made a choice. You've made a decision that this is the person you are going to be with, despite whatever comes with. You don't commit. See, you must feel it in your bones that okay, yeah, every morning you just want to stay with this person. You just want to be with this person.
Some of you are celebrating Valentine's Day with somebody that have Valentine. All of you that do Valentine's Day. The person you are doing Valentine's Day with has his own Valentine. Oh, she has her own Valentine. So people should just ask. There's a particular question I always want to say, like I always have in mind. Ask people. No, not like I always have it in mind, but like I always like want people to always ask questions to their partner. What are we? Your question sounds very stupid, very unnecessary, but asking what are we cannot be overemphasized. Know your position, like know who you are when you're talking to this person. ask, because you just end up finding out that, oh, okay, you were just a talking stage, or probably you're just somebody he just uses to waste while away his time or something like that. So always ask what I mean. If you don't ask what I mean before it's Valentine, then go use your cash out. Anyways, final words for people in toxic relationship. Should they fight for it or they should run? Should you fight for a toxic relationship or should you run away from
If love requires for you to beg for peace, it's not love, it's survival. Run.
it? You heard him right. Run, oh, run. If love is making you to beg for peace, run. Don't stay
It's
in a
not
toxic
love.
relationship. It's not love.
See,
Don't stay in a toxic relationship. It cannot be overemphasized. I don't know what you're looking for there, oh, but pack your luggage and run. Flee. Thank you very much for being our guest speaker in this wonderful, special edition of Spark Podcast. Purpose and our crew, our listeners, everyone is excited and we are happy that you have spoken with us. You have rubbed minds together and you have showed us deep insights. You're a very brilliant person. You speak so well. We are grateful to have you. For our listeners, thank you for sticking up with us. For our first time comments, please don't forget to subscribe, to like, and to share. Drop your comments. If you have any question, please don't forget to drop your comments in the comment section. I will definitely will be sure to answer your question. Thank you very much for having us. Bye. Have a great Valentine's. Happy Valentine's to you all. Mwah.